Hi, my name's Adam, and it's a mix. I think it's a mix of vintage and workwear, like the glasses I got. They were dead stock vintage from a flea market. This shirt is I bought new, but is from Vermont Flannel Company. Um, yeah, I just kind of like look for a mix. I like to do things that are kind of classic, but with a little bit of an edge to it. So this is sort of a classic. I mean, it's a flannel shirt, but it's kind of a funky pattern. So that's kind of what I look to do. I've always paid attention to trends ever since I was a little kid. I remember just kind of being in middle school and seeing somebody wearing something kind of a fashionable shirt, and then like telling my mom I wanted to go her to buy me that shirt. So I think I've just kind of always tapped into trends. And then I think I got kind of more into being indie and like indie rock in high school, and so I was doing a lot of thrifting then, buying a lot of kind of old man clothes, a lot of polyester brown pants, and just absurd T-shirts. And then so I think that as I've grown and become an adult and aged, I think it's kind of a mix of those things, like things that are on trend, but also a little bit funky, and might have kind of a vintage. I think my parents were more into me just kind of being like fitting in and dressing typical. So there were some times when I would try to do something a little more shocking that they wouldn't they like were maybe less okay with. I think I've always kind of treaded the line between not wanting to just be attention seeking and do something shocking for the sake of being shocking, but also be kind of unique and something that's true to myself. So I think for me, it's just straddling those two worlds that kind of just, the Tokyo loud and crazy to kind of the more buttoned up, I guess, aesthetic that you would expect from, I don't know, just like a J. Crew catalog. So just kind of mixing those things, just straddling those. And if I go too far one way, then I start to feel like, oh, this is too preppy, or oh, this is a little too nuts. Like, what am I, 22? So I'm not. So yeah, I think it's just trying to strike that balance. Just follow like what calls to you. Don't copy people just because you think it's what's popular or noticed, but just pay attention to what strikes you. And there's going to be times where you take a fashion risk and it doesn't work out, or you get made fun of for it, but that builds character, and just keep plugging along.